science and technology in this country, and the rest is history. And we saw his efforts of expanding access to university education at every stage. This was a man who could not rest without seeing the welfare of children of this country going through their education peacefully. And this is a man who prayed with students every Sunday. And he did not hide. His pleasure was always seeing the success of students. And therefore, we are seeing a man who even deserves a Nobel Prize for the efforts he put in education. And of course, what we are building on at the moment in this country is the mark of efforts that Mzee Moi put in giving us and directing us to devote ourselves to education. And as Kenya National Union of Teachers and as teachers, the best we will do is to continue advocating for the delivery of quality, equitable, public education for all children in this country. That is what we will stand for, and that is what we will continue standing for. May the Almighty God rest his soul in eternal peace.
Amen.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Very briefly, yeah? I'll answer questions if you are ready. Or you want?
Just tell us.
My name is Chirao Ali Mukwere, popularly known as Zipapa. I've come to join the rest of Kenyans and the world to mourn the passing on of President Daniel Arap Moi. President Moi was a great leader, a great gift to Kenya, Africa, and the world, and I'll explain. Many people start talking about President Moi from the time he became president. But we need to go a little further back in years to know that Kenya's independence was obtained through a struggle by nationalists of those days, and those people who were in the forefront included President Daniel Arap Moi. He was one of those people who went to Lancaster House, where they discussed and finally got our first constitution put together. In other words, he fought for the freedom of Kenya, for the independence of Kenya, for self-governance in Kenya. He's one of those eminent persons who brought, so to speak, independence to Kenya. That is a fact that must be recognized. At that time, he was in Kadu, and at that time, there are others led by President Jomo Kenyatta, who were in Kanu. So this confirms outrightly that President Moi believed in multi-party system, because when they went to Lancaster, he was in Kadu, and others were in Kanu. Now, people also get it wrongly when they say that President Moi introduced one-party system. No. President Moi was following the footsteps of our leader those days. And during those early years of independence, it was necessary to have people working together without creating any friction by pulling different directions. I was one of those people those days who supported the one-party system because it was necessary for Kenya. And President Moi only made it law. But even before that, they never surfaced. So, in matters of fact, we were actually a one-party state. He only made it by law, based on our requests, because Kenya had to pull in one direction. A resolution at the Governing Council, at the National Delegates Conference that was held at Kasarani, and I was one of the directors who actually organized that conference. Because at that time, I was heading the KANU Secretariat as appointed by President Moi. Later on, he appointed me as ambassador